Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope everyone's had a good week. So I'm going to do things a little bit differently in today's video because I do have a little bit of extra money to cash stuff today. So I'm going to start off with my check-in first, and then I'll go through my extra money that I've got here and what I'm going to be doing with that, and then I will pop some money into my mini binder and then my savings challenges as well. So I'm just going to get started. The sun's decided to make an appearance. So what I'm going to do is just go through last week. Oops. I'm still trying to work with this little small space that I've got doing this cash stuff in, but yeah, I think you can see it on there. So we left off on the Sunday, which was Mother's Day. So I spent £22. 20 came out of my social wallet and then £2 came out of my wallet, which meant I had £5 left in my wallet. So that was £22 spent, and that was all planned for, so that was absolutely fine. Monday I had my phone contract come out, and that was planned, and that was planned as an outgoing, so that came to £53.48 or £52.48, sorry. And I did actually buy a Coke because I was in work on the Monday, and that was £1. So it left me with £2 in my food wallet. So in total, it came to £53.48. And again, that was all planned for because that was all came out of my wallet. So it was an outgoing as well. Tuesday was a no spend day. And then Wednesday is where things started to get very, very spendy. So first of all, I got some bank charges, which were £2.76 because I'm in my overdraft at the moment. Again, that's something that I'm in and out of, and I'm hoping to try and get out of the overdraft when I can do. And then because I was off work on the Wednesday, I did plan on going to the Etihad Stadium and going on the stadium tour, but it was absolutely chucking it down on the Wednesday. So instead, I stayed at home and I got the new McDonald's range, which was out on the 13th, so it's out that day. So I got the chicken deluxe burger, I got the hot cross bun pie. I have to say I wasn't a huge fan of that. And what else did I get? I can't remember, but I got half of the range of the new McDonald's, which is why I need to do a roll today for the Savopoly. And also I decided to go ahead and buy something that I've had my eye on for ages, which is a Spectrum brush collection. So I'll just do a little bit of a background on why I bought that as well. So on the 13th of each month, I'm trying to do something to either make me not remember my dad, but kind of something that's going to, like, in memory of my dad. So to bring like happiness and things like that. So something for me to remember him as well. So I was wondering what to do on the 13th of March. Which was the Wednesday. So on the January the 13th, it was his birthday. So I went and put some flowers at his plaque in the cemetery. And I had a chippy tea, which was his favourite tea. And watched the Man City game, which he was a huge Man City supporter. And then on February the 13th, I had my tattoo done, which is "Love You" in my dad's handwriting. And then I was wondering what to do on the 13th. Because it's something that I've only kind of thought about doing when it happened in February. So it's not something that I've pre-planned for the whole year, which would have made more sense. So I was thinking, what could I do? And a memory came up on my Facebook page about on the 13th of March 2020. So just before the first national lockdown, my dad was actually in hospital, and he went in a few days beforehand and he had a chest infection. And anyone that was going into hospital at that time, basically anything kind of like to do with the chest or respiratory, all got sent to suspected COVID wards, which is how they were dealing with it when it first came around. So my dad was on a suspected COVID ward. So I think 2 days beforehand, I was able to go onto the ward. I had to put all the PPE on beforehand. So I'd put like the mask, the apron, the gloves. I'd go into this suspected COVID ward with all these patients. And my dad was in there as well. And that was a few days prior. And then on the 13th of March 2020, I went in that day and I put all the PPE on beforehand. So like the mask, the gloves, the apron. And then I went in and the nurse said that I had to leave because they were restricting basically and stopping relatives going on to the suspected COVID wards, which is, I think, when the hospitals started realising, or more people started realising how serious COVID was. So then obviously relatives were able then to go onto these COVID wards. So I remember telling my dad obviously that I'd had to go. And so I went back outside and took all the PPE off, and there was a big glass window, and I just remember him, he always used to thumb up, so he thumbed up through the glass window just to let me know he was okay. And it's always something that he's always done, is like thumbs up. So I've had my eye on this Spectrum collection for a while, and I've needed things like new makeup brushes, a new makeup bag, and when I saw this bundle, it had this Mickey hand and it was doing a thumbs up, and it just reminded me so much of my dad. And obviously I've been to Disneyland Paris when I was younger, and it was one of my favourite childhood memories. So I bought the Spectrum collection bundle. So what I'll do, I wish I had a bit more space on here to show you. So these are the little bits that come with it. So I'll just show you these bits. So it came with, and it came in this really nice Mickey packaging. Sorry if no one's interested in this, but I thought I'd show you. So this is like the kabuki brush, the Mickey kabuki brush. And then I've also got, put that in there, the sponges. So it's kind of like Beauty Blender, but they're kind of smaller, so they're meant to be like his ears. And then I also got the brushes, which are here, which are just so pretty. So this is perfect because I use this one every day. So this is like an eyebrow pencil or eyeliner, and a brow comb as well. So you can see the little Mickey on there as well. And it's red and gold and so pretty. So it's another one as well. Another one of the brushes. So yeah, absolutely love those. So what I've decided to do though is the actual Mickey with the thumbs up. So I'm going to use the bottom of this as like a makeup brush stand instead of using the actual Mickey hand, because I'm thinking with the Mickey hand I want to trying to keep it as clean as possible and have it in kind of my own place, and use it as maybe like a collage of my Disney pictures behind it of when I went to Disney with my dad. And so yeah, I'm still deciding what to do with that. But this is the makeup bag, which again is so cute. So that's the little Mickey makeup bag, and I love this little bottom bit here because you can pop your brushes and things in there as well. So that is that. And then lastly, I'll just show you the Mickey hand as well. We'll just try and wrap this back up. I've not used it yet, so everything's just literally piled into my bedroom. So I've not used like, oh, let me grab this is the heaviest thing. Oh gosh. So I don't know if you can see this. It came in this gorgeous box. This gorgeous Mickey box. The money tray's gonna fall off. And then inside, just move this out of the way. You've got this huge, let's see if we can move it back. Can you see that? It's got this huge ceramic, it weighs a ton, Mickey hand. Am I going to remember what way that goes back in? I'm not sure. You've got this huge, I've not taken it out of the plastic wrapper yet, but it's like this. And it's a huge thumbs up, which I absolutely love. So yeah, I'm going to use this as, I'm thinking maybe I could use this as maybe like for dry flowers or something. But yeah, I love that it's the thumbs up, if you can see it, or you can just see the thumb there. So yeah, that is that. So I've had my eye on that for a while, and because it was the 13th, I thought, and that memory came up on Facebook, and I was wondering what, oh, how's this going? I was wondering what I should do to celebrate the 13th. Have I put that in the right way? Now this is going to be the hardest part, isn't it? Yeah, it must be that way. Right, I'll move that out of the way. So yeah, so I got that as well. So yeah, I was wondering what to do on the 13th, and when that memory came up on Facebook, I knew exactly what I wanted to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to sit down and kind of plan the rest of the 13th of each month. just for something to do for each of those months. I'm a little bit gutted that one of my dad's favourite singers was Roy Orbison, and Pretty Woman the musicals only just finished in Manchester, and I remember playing him like the Pretty Woman songs and the Roy Orbison music, sorry, the Pretty Woman song, and yeah, he was a big fan. So I'm a little bit gutted. I do like the Pretty Woman film as well, that I didn't actually get tickets for that. So I'm possibly thinking about going watching that in Leeds at some point, but I need to plan the rest of the 13th. So yeah, so I spent £103.42 on the Wednesday, and £103.42 was not planned, was unplanned spending. Thursday I went to Tesco in the morning and I spent £28.45. I have no idea what I bought in Tesco. I bought Krispy Kreme donuts, the Easter ones, just random things that I needed, and yeah, it came up to £28.45. I actually forgot that I'd taken the £13 for Casper in cash, so I paid on my card, so that was £28.45. So I had the £13 left in that family for Casper, and I had £5 from my wallet and £2 from food. So altogether I did have some extra money. And I actually, once I've been to Tesco, my friend who is visiting back, she lives in Australia and she's back in Manchester visiting for a little while. And so I met up with my friend and we went to the Irish festival that's in Manchester. And yeah, that money got spent. So it was, how much did I spend at the festival? 13 and 7, £20. So yeah, so I spent £20 at the festival. I got some chips and I bought what's it called, a five Irish something. If you're Irish, you'll probably know what I'm trying to talk about, what I'm talking about. 5 Irish cream. It's kind of like their version of Baileys, and it was really nice, really milky. It wasn't as strong as Baileys. I got a single shot of that, and I also got a baby Guinness, which I was a bit disappointed with because I thought it was actual Guinness, because I've never tried it before and I wanted to try the Guinness. But when I got it, I kind of realised she was pouring in, I saw her pouring in Tia Maria. I thought that's a bit strange. And then she put Baileys on top, and then my friend, I said, oh, I've got a baby Guinness. And she said, oh, you do know that's Tia Maria and Baileys? I was like, no, I didn't, but I kind of saw that when she was pouring it. So yeah, so I had a little bit mini baby Guinness. So yeah, all that money got spent, that £20 got spent at the Irish Festival. And it was really nice to catch up with my friend. I've not seen her for a while because she's been over in Australia for quite a while. So yeah, so it's nice to catch up with her. Then on Friday I was at work. I spent, so let me go through this. So I spent £48.45 and £28.45 was unplanned spending. Friday I was at work. I spent £3.80 at Greg's. I put the lottery on because it was a super jackpot, something like that, on the Euro Millions. So I spent £8.80 and £8.80 was unplanned spending. Saturday, again, I had a busy day on Saturday at work, so I spent £1.20 at Greg's. That was for a Coke. And then I've had my eye on the straighteners. I think I mentioned them in a previous video. And when I went with my friend to show her the straighteners, she was like, yeah, buy them, they're amazing. And she was wanting to buy them as well. But the colour, they didn't have the black in stock, and they're the ones that I wanted. So I went with my friend on the Thursday, and then on the Saturday I went back to see if they had them in black, and they did. So I bought the straighteners, and the straighteners are very expensive. So they are £250 online, but because I bought them in store, it's like a pop-up kind of thing in the Arndale in Manchester, they were £150, and that includes lifetime warranty and a heat mat for it as well. But yeah, they are just so, it basically uses steam to straighten and curl. And what I loved about them is, I've got them here, what I loved about them, oh, everything's going all over. What I loved about the straighteners, I don't know if I can get it in, they're called Amore. I did read the reviews as well before I bought them, just to make sure they were good straighteners. So these are called Amore titanium hair straighteners. And what I loved about these straighteners is that, come out of here, they look like this. And then you've got your heat temperature thing here, which goes up to 230. and then you alter it with that and put them back in. Again, I've not used them yet. I did have my hair curled and straightened, I think it was like 2 or 3 times before I bought them, just to make sure like I did like the look of them, of how they were curling and straightening my hair and everything. So yeah, so they were 150. So I spent £151.20, and then also I bought a bus ticket, which I normally do. I normally buy a weekly bus ticket, but so I did buy a bus ticket, but it was a flexi 5-day ticket, and the reason for that was because on the 24th of March all the buses change. So if I would have bought a weekly ticket, it would have run out on the Friday, and I know I'm in work on the Saturday, so I would have had to pay extra on the Saturday, an extra £4. So I bought the Flexi 5 ticket on the app. It was £17, it was £1 cheaper, and it was for 5 days. So I knew I was going to be in work, or I'm rotated to work on the Saturday, the Monday, the Wednesday, the Friday, the Saturday, which is 5 days. So I thought, perfect. And then on the 24th, the buses get taken over, I think it's by the government, and all the bus network changes in Manchester to the B network, because obviously we're in Manchester, and all the buses are bright yellow, and I'm not sure what because you couldn't buy weekly tickets, obviously, because the bus company's changing and things like that. So I bought the Flexi 5. So yeah, from the 24th, we're going to have basically a new company running the buses. So I'm not sure what the tickets and prices are going to be like, but what I'm thinking of doing is I'm actually thinking of buying a monthly ticket, and then that way it means that I have an extra £20. So I normally stuff 60 because 20 has gone to my bus ticket for the week, but I'm thinking if I can stuff 80 and then with my bank buffer buy a monthly bus ticket, which works out cheaper, because if you buy it for the month you get like a reduced cost rather than buying them weekly. So I'll save money that way, but then I'll also have extra to save. And as I said in my previous videos, my aim going forward is to spend less, save more, and double my income. So one way that I'm going to, the main way that I'm going to save more is I'm going to do that where I buy a monthly bus ticket, and then I've got an extra £20 to save for my cash stuffing. So yeah, that's that. The next thing I'm going to focus on is to spend less, because obviously when I go through how much I've overspent on the budget, you'll see why I'm going to be very strict with myself next week. So yeah, so I spent in total, including the £17 bus, £168.20. Yeah, and that was all unplanned, apart from unplanned I'd say, because even the bus ticket. And then today is Sunday, so I've had my last spendy day today. I've decided today was the last day. I'm going to get all the spending out of my system, and so I drew £80 out for my cash stuffing, which was an outgoing. I then had the rest of the McDonald's range. It came to £14.29, and then I ordered my St. Patrick's Day. It's St. Patrick's Day today, so happy St. Patrick's Day to anyone that celebrates. So I ordered the St. Patrick's Day challenge off the Queen Bee Makes. So yeah, because that's something that I wanted to get as well. There's only one other tracker, a few other trackers that I want to get, but from Cashbook Cute. But it's a case of when the shops open and if I get them in time and things like that. So we'll see. I'm not sure if it's open or not yet. So yeah, so that's that. So altogether for today, I've spent £98.90, and £18.90 of that was unplanned spending. So adding all of these up, it means that this week I've had one no spend day, which is what I wanted, but it means that I've actually gone over budget this week by £327.77, which is crazy. But then saying that, I have bought 2 of the biggest items that have been on my list to buy for a while. So yeah, I need to be very, very strict next week. So like I said, I'm going to save more by adding this extra 20, and so yeah, I'll show you what I've got here. So I've got 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 75, and I've got £5. Oh, nearly got my dice. £5 in coins as well, so that's the 80. So with this extra 20 that I don't normally have, what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll my dice, and with that I will then pop that into the corresponding sinking fund. It's a 24-sided dice. I've got 24 wallets in my long-term and short-term sinking funds all together. So whatever this lands on, that £20 will go in. And my aim is to do that going forward every week. So then I'll be popping money into savings, into my sinking funds. And because it's 20, it's quite a high denomination. So I'm hoping that will build the sinking funds up quite quickly as well. So that's what I'm going to do with that. So yeah, and then my plan for spending less is for next week. I'm going to try and have as many no spend days as possible. So definitely Tuesday and next Sunday are going to be no spend days because I'm at home. There's no reason for me to spend money on those 2 days. Wednesday and Thursday I'm going to leave at the moment, but eventually I want to try and include Mondays, Fridays and Saturdays because they're days that I'm in work and I shouldn't need to spend money on those days. I'm leaving the Wednesday because the boy's off and we may go out and do something on that day, so I don't want to say it's like have it as a strict no spend day. And Thursday I normally go shopping and get mine and Casper's bits. So yeah, so I'm going to try and do as many no spend days as possible, and yeah, that's what I'm going to try and do going forward with that, just because that 327 is just way over budget. So that's taken me 20 minutes to go through that, so I hope you're bearing with me. So that is that done. So that's the check-in. So like I said, I've got 3 rolls today. So the first one is the £20, and that is going to go, which is the nicest 20, this one. So that £20 is going to go into a sinking fund. So let's see which sinking fund. So it's going to go into 17, which I know is in. So it's not in the short term, it's in the long term, I believe. So we're on 17. We don't include bank. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Don't include coins. So we're on 11 there. And then this is the long term one. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So 17 is business. So that's getting £20 today. Which works out quite well because from the 24th, what I'm going to be trying to do is work on the doubling my income. And one of the things that I want to do, as I've mentioned, is like Etsy challenges and rose bears that I've done in the past and things like that. So yeah, that's quite handy to have in there. So yeah, that is that one done. So I can start building up those sinking funds now as well. So next thing I'm going to do is I do need to roll for Saveopoly. So I'm not going to roll it twice today because the numbers on there are just too high, even though I've had a McDonald's today. So that McDonald's will have to be rolled next Sunday. So I'm just going to do one today. So let's see what the where's the binder? Oh, it's there. Honestly, you should see my bed. It's just got everything everywhere. So let's pop Saveopoly. I'm really hoping that this doesn't land on something crazy, because it may have to be an IOU, because yeah, the numbers are just too high. So let's have a look. So I'm thinking the dot at the bottom means it's from the bottom. So I'm going to go with 9 for that. could it be 6? No, it looks like a 9. So I'm going to go for 9, starting on go, which is here. I hope you can see that. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, I'm glad I didn't land on the jail. That's save 100. So this one is save 42. So I do not think I will be able to save £42 today for this. So I'm just going to star that for now and leave it to one side, because depending on what I have left, I'll put some in and then I'll have to do an IOU for this, because yeah, 42 is just way too much. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll the dice now for my spending money. So I'm hoping I've got the right denominations, because I've only got a few pound coins, and yeah, let's see. I think I might have the right amount. So 24 minus the 3 is 21. Oh, perfect. So I can do that. So I can put 21 into savings challenges. Oh, should I do 2 10s? Let's do 2 10s. Should I? Actually, I can go, because that's a... I'll do 2 10s. So we've got 21 for savings, and then we have 3, which is here, to go into spending. So yeah, that worked out quite well. So 3 into spending. So while this is open, I might as well just continue. So I've got 120 left, 110, 15, and a pound coin. So family. So let's start from the back. So car, house, fuck it, an emergency, getting nothing. Social, I've got no social plans this week, so I'm hoping that nothing comes up. I know some of my friends, some of my spa girls as friends, if that makes sense, the spa girls that I worked with in the past, some of them are arranging to meet up for lunch, and it could be a Thursday, this Thursday or next Thursday. So I really don't want to have to put money into social, even though I'm so grateful. Like, I've got so many friends and we do so many different things, but yeah, I just can't save any money. So personal. So personal does need something. So I'm going to put £10 in personal. Food. So travel's taken care of, so it's family. I'll need more than 6 for Casper. What can I do? Right, personal actually is going to get 5. I'll just have to make do with going without if I need anything too expensive. So yeah, so that's going to get 5. I'm going to put food as 1. Yeah, I'm going to put food as 1, because like I said, I'm planning on having no spend days, so I shouldn't need anything. And then, I have the £3 in there just in case as well. Family is going to be for Casper, is going to get 10. So yeah, I can use this towards Casper as well if needed, so that's good. And then what I'm going to do is I'm really tempted to put this 20 towards that 42. So then I only owe it 22. But then if anything comes up socially, I've not budgeted anything. No, I'm going to have to put it in here, I think, just in case. So £20 is going in social. And I'm going to have to think of where that 42 can come from. So, actually I could use, I'll wait and see. So that is the mini binder done. Yeah, I'm still thinking about that 20, but yeah, I'll keep it in there because I've not met up with my old, shouldn't say old, but my past spa girls. So yeah, I'm gonna keep it in there. Not met up with them for a little while, so that'll have to go in there. So let's have a look in here. So I'll have to pop that in there because I owe that £42, which is a crazy amount. Let's get these here. So I've got £21 to go in here. So let's see what we can do for 21. Oh, I could put some more money in here, but I've got no change. That's on 11. What did I leave this on? And that's on 11 as well. How can I do this? So what I might do is I'm going to do the Christmas tree, I think. Oh, actually, what I could do is take £1 out of mine and do those 2 challenges. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. And then I've kept up to date then with these 2. So let's colour this one. And we'll put 11 in here. Can you see that? Yeah. It's not colouring over very well today. I don't know why that is. That's 11. What's happened to that? That's 11 in there. So while that dries, I will just pop 11 in here. So it means now in my Christmas tree 52 weeks, I've got 20, 40, 50, 60, 65, 66. So £66 in there in total. So that is that. And then oh, actually, have we got, yeah, I'm going to pop £1 out of mine in here. Or should I take it from the food? No, I'll take it out of mine. So £1 out of here. And then that means then I can do the 11 on here as well. And then I've kept up to date with this 50 envelope challenge. Just get it out of the wallet. So that is 11 on here. I don't know if these markers dry up, the metallic ones. Right, that's 11 done. So that is that. So I'll pop £11 in there as well. So then we have in here as well 20, 40, 50, 60, 65, 66. So we've got £66 in here as well. So just wait for that to dry. So that £42 I will have to have by next week, and that will be going into savings challenges. And then I need to do another roll. Should I do the roll today? So I know how, yeah, I'm going to do the roll today, just so I know how much I need to have in total for AttaPoll for next week. And honestly, I can't wait to finish that AttaPoll and get rid of it. It's one of those challenges that you dread doing. Well, if you've got a higher budget, then probably not, but my budget's very small. So yeah, what I'm going to do is I will roll that again, and then so I know how much. Where is my dice? If I can find the dice, there it is. And then we'll mark off and see where this is going to land on here. So this is for the McDonald's that I had today. No more McDonald's. Oh, sugar. Oh, nearly rolled off. Third time lucky. 15. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. It's the what? So this is save 10 times the number on the dice. There's no chance. There's no chance that's happening. That's 150, isn't it? $150. So, wow. It's going to take me a while to get that one. So, what's 150 plus 42? So, £192 for Saveopoly next week. And yeah, no idea where that money's coming from, but I'm going to try and get there. I'll try and make it happen. So yeah, that is my video for this week. I hope you've enjoyed it. It's a little bit of a longer one today. There was a bit more to go through. And yeah, I will see you again next Sunday for another cash stuffing video. Bye.